Congress President and former Congress President Rahul Gandhi and former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh and all our chief ministers and the members of working committee were present in that meeting. During the 3-hour-long important meeting of this working committee, we had a detailed discussion about the ongoing farmers' agitation, which is paining the real soul of the country. Already 60 days are already over. The government is still in an indifferent mood towards the farmers' agitation. The Congress party, the CWC today unanimously decided to stand with a strong solidarity with the farmers throughout the country. We had passed a resolution on this regard, and also CWC formulate some top to bottom level action plan for supporting this farmers' agitation. You all know that the way in which government is treating our Annadadas, actually this is an insult to the farmers and dishonor to the country itself. Entire country's food security is depending upon our Annadatas, but central government is totally insensitive on this. Congress party had done series of agitation in favor of the agitating farmers in our Congress organizational level. Today we decided to continue with great vigor this agitation from top to bottom. CWC urged each and every congressman from top to the bottom to be involved in this massive agitation program. We decided to hold block levels demonstrations or surveillance throughout the country before February 10th, followed by a district level agitation and conventions throughout the district of the country before February 20th. Finally, state level, there will be a massive convention before February 28th of this year to show in solidarity with the farmers. Definitely, the parliament session is coming on from February 29th onwards. January 29 onwards, along with the opposition party, by joining hands with the other like-minded parties. Definitely, Congress party will stood against this anti-farmers legislation, and we will put pressure on government to withdraw, repeal this 3 anti-farmers bill. With your permission, I will read out the resolution which have been passed by the CWC. India's crores of farmers are fighting decisive battle to save their farms and fields, their lives and livelihood, and their present and their future against a diabolical onslaught by the Modi government, determined to sacrifice their interests at the altar of a handful of crony industrialist friends. Lakhs of farmers have been forced to sit on Delhi's borders in bone-chilling cold, hailstorms and rains. According to the farmers' organization, 147 farmers have lost their lives so far. The Prime Minister and an arrogant BJP government refuse to feel their agony and anguish or listen to their cry for justice. Across the country, farmers and farm laborers have been protesting, taking out rallies, holding hunger strike, conducting tractor yatras and extensive demonstrations. Yet a tyrannical government dismisses the angst of millions of farmers by branding them as anti-nationals and birds. CWC notes that these three laws impinge upon the constitutional rights of states and constitute the first step in dismantling the three pillars of the redefined food security built up over the past decades: MSP, public procurement, and PDS. CWC also notes that three agrarian laws did not pass the test of parliamentary scrutiny, as they were bulldozed by muzzling the voice of opposition, particularly in Rajya Sabha. The three laws were passed by voice vote, an unprecedented fashion, as the government did not have the requisite majority on the floor. Finally, these laws were, when implemented, will affect every citizen of the country, as pricing of all food products would be at the mercy of handful of people. This is unacceptable in an exclusive India. There is only one demand of Indian farmers and farm laborers: repeal the three objectionable laws. But the government continues to sidestep, malign, deceive, and hoodwink the farmers by attempting to tire out, intimidate, and divide the farmers. Let the BJP government understand one unequivocal truth: India's farmers shall neither bow down nor be cowed down. The CWC demand that Modi government should forthwith repeal the three anti-agriculture laws. We have passed two other resolutions relating to the major issue of current period. One is regarding the vaccine, COVID-19 vaccination. The CWC places on record its deep appreciation and gratitude to Indian scientists and researchers who worked tirelessly to develop the corona vaccine in a record time. The CWC notes with concern that there is a complete lack of clarity about availability of the corona vaccine for India's population. Nor is there is a timeline laid out by the government for vaccination beyond the first 3 crore people. The CWC particularly underlines the fact that India's underprivileged, disadvantaged, and marginalized sections, particularly the scheduled caste, the scheduled tribe, the other backward classes, and poor, need to be administered the vaccine free of charge and within a town-bound period. CWC expresses dismay. Our reports that vaccine may be sold in the open market at rupees 2,000 for 2 doses per individual. Such profiteering in time of grave adversity simply cannot be permitted. Government needs to be explicitly and publicly declare a clear policy in this regard. CWC calls upon the central government to take all steps necessary to overcome the hesitancy amongst frontline health professionals on COVID-19 vaccination. To a large extent, the hesitancy is on account of the blatant politicization of the regulatory process in order to boost the image of the Prime Minister. The CWC believe that the vaccination program should be conducted in a manner that enhance public confidence and trust. Time. The members and avoidance of wastage are critical. Apart from timeline, health professionals, the state government should be given the option of laying out a state-specific order of beneficiaries so that the vaccination program is taken forward with